Take 137. That's how this feels right now. I wanted to make a video for people that were really freaked out about Afton not winning and feeling down about it. And I wanted to do it this morning, but I'm going through a bit of a health crisis. And so my body's battery feels like it's like at a 2. And so I have to wait till at least gets up to like a 4 so I can try and make a video. But I'm losing my train of thought a lot, just simply because I don't have enough energy. But I still want to try and get this video done. That being said, have some grace if I repeat myself in there. I'll try and catch it in editing, but if I don't, we're going to get through it anyway. Because I've tried this so many times, I can't even remember what I've said. Okay, so I know that a lot of you felt like you needed to see Afton win so that you felt safe. You know, if they could win that seat, then for sure we're okay. Trump won't be able to come back. The Republicans aren't going to be able to fix this. The election last month wasn't a fluke. It wasn't just about that. It was mostly blue areas. You know, we did it in a deep red place that's gerrymandered to hell. Okay, that was almost not, for sure not going to happen. It would have been insane if it had, but it's okay that it didn't. Like, it would have been great if we'd have gotten it. But the point is, you want to look at the percentages and the points that shift to the left. And in those counties in Tennessee, the least amount of movement we saw was 6 points left. The most was 25 points left. That's massive. And I don't know when the last time we've seen the country pick itself up and move left like that. It's been a minute, and it really did go that way. But here's the good part that I think about it is you have the MAGA base that are his hardcore cult people. And they were getting really angry that people were concerned about that race. They're like, whatever, Trump's behind him. Trump 2080, you know, they can't hear anything else. And they go right to like, well, the border's secured. Like, basically, that's good enough for me. And it's better than whoever had been on the left. Like, that's their whole mentality because they're trained to be terrified of us. And when we attack them, it reinforces it. And, you know, you may as well ask Donald Trump for a check because you're doing his job. He wants you to attack them. He wants you to shame them. He wants you to embarrass them. That's what he wants more than anything. Same with Stephen Miller, JD, that's what they want. That's what the billionaires want. They want us to attack them because it reinforces their belief that we're dangerous and we want to hurt them and take things away from them. I've seen some on X say that they're scared that if we win, we're going to kill them. There's a lot of them that are really scared. They're absolutely brainwashed. So don't help Donald drunk. Okay? I feel drunk. Donald Trump. Okay, so you have those people that are just like, oh, see, you had us worried for nothing. You guys are commies. You aren't faithful. You're not loyal. And then when she won, they're like, see, we told you. See, you guys were just, you're not loyal. You're fake. You're fake MAGA. They are fighting over there so bad. But the ones that know how to use their brain and aren't just going with everything that they're being told, they were like 9 points. Okay, we're fucked. Panic attacks, full-on panic attacks. Like, okay, so midterms are going to be dire. We are absolutely going to be in a slaughterhouse. We are in huge trouble. And they're screaming at Trump. They're screaming at Thune and Johnson, like, do something. Josh Hawley's on there going, yeah, so we need to get healthcare figured out. Mike Johnson saying, I don't even think I can really be the leader much longer because I don't have support. This is falling apart. Like, congressmen are coming forward saying, yeah, we do need to talk about affordability. It's not a hoax, even though our president said that. Like, it's a mess over there. And I want you to look me in the eyeballs. Even though she didn't win, Trump's fucked. He's cooked. He's done. Same with everybody in his administration. That is the hill I will die on. I will die on it. I started saying that the day before the elections last month. Even though I've known it longer, it's just like now I can just absolutely feel the shift going that way. And it's going at a quick speed. They are imploding over there. And do you know who else thinks the same thing? Nick Fuentes.
Of course, I think it's too little too late. It's over. That's it. I'm dead. That's it. It's cooked. I mean, it's over. And I know people don't like to hear that. I get it. Everybody wants to hear, okay, what's the plan? How are we going to get out there and save this administration? And every time I hear this from Alex Jones, and I like Alex, I'm going to do a show soon, and we're going to talk about it, but every time I hear that, I want to say, aren't you tired? And I say it every time. We've been doing this for 10 years. And it's like, hey, fat ass.
Did Nicky Poo just call President Piggy a fat ass? Why, yes, he did. He's very angry. He's very frustrated. And while he's an absolute psycho, I do appreciate the fact that he's just going to call it out because he knows nothing can change unless they're honest about it. And you're seeing quite a few people on X say like, hey, cut the BS. Like, it's fun to live in Delulu land, but we're going to get smashed up. Okay, so they're like, we need Trump to fulfill his promises. We need him to do this. We need him to do this. It's the only way to shift it around. The problem they have is the only person that Trump works for is himself. And the only people that he needs to please are the billionaires and the tech bros. And he does that. And he knows, because he's created a cult, that all he has to do is make them very scared of the people on the left so that they won't even look that way or listen to us because they think it's propaganda and that we're trying to manipulate them. And no one even realizes that we live in different realities. We see totally different algorithms. And so, you know, that's the billionaires. What they're doing is they want to make sure we all see different realities. But he knows as long as he says, oh, well, it's better than the radical left. And as long as he has ICE out there, they go, well, at least the borders are handled. At least that. And I really think that's part of why Trump puts them out in all that gear to look so hardcore, because I'm always like, that doesn't make sense. Like, why don't you just do it like Biden, Obama? Part of it's just because he's not going to be able to ever get out as many people as they're promising, but as long as he has those images, it looks like he's really trying, like they're really going for it. But there's a lot of them that are onto him that are going, they're not near the deportations that Obama and Biden had. Like, this is a bunch of BS. Like, we're glad the borders are closed, but, you know, Nick Fuentes is absolutely onto it. He's just like, there's no mass deportation on here. Like, yeah, ICE is out arresting people, but they're also getting the wrong people. You know, they see that too. So all that conversation is going through. But the thing is, Trump has nowhere to shift because his whole goal is just to make the billionaires happy because that makes him money. This is completely a grift for him. So the only thing he can really do to look like he's trying stuff for being presidential, but also to distract, is attack Venezuela. You know, we're going to go to war with them now. Affordability is a hoax, but hey, we got to go save you from the drug lords. That's about oil. He wants the oil in Venezuela. And he also wanted to do a regime change last time. He didn't get to do it. And he gets pissed when he doesn't get his way. So he's out on his revenge tour and he wants to do that. And then the stuff with the boats, you know, today he's like, they're killing like 1 million people a year. We're saving lives because they're killing so many of us. No, I think that Don Jr. just wants the coke. So he's pretending like they want to take over so he can get the coke. But the funny thing is, the cocaine's not, it's all made up. Okay, those boats don't even have enough fuel to get to America. Some of them aren't even going in the direction of us. So this is just some BS to get Trump the oil, and I'm sure his billionaires whatever they want. But it's also a distraction from those Epstein files, because I think we're going to be really hard pressed to get them the way we want them in the time frame we want them. But the problem is he's even doing those things illegally. So they're getting in trouble for the things he's doing as a distraction. And notice the only things he's really doing are outside of the country because they can't really be monitored. The problem is you do have people that don't like him and don't like Pete Hegseth that are ratting them out. Like, more and more is coming out about every person in this administration. Like, make no mistake, they may not be charged now, but at some point in the next administration, hopefully they will be. Okay, I don't think anything, you know, Trump's probably going to die. But the rest of them, yeah, they're really setting themselves up for massive problems. And that is part of the imploding that you're seeing. And it's only going to get worse. In the next 6 months, all kinds of stuff is going to break loose. So while I know you get attached to 1 or 2 elections like this, understand that it is shifting left and they are imploding over there. And there's not a damn thing Donald Trump can do about it because he never planned to.